Oh, Annika's back in this house. When should we schedule a second date and what to do if a guy doesn't ask right away? I'm a big believer that okay, first off, just a reminder, this is my belief system. The first time two people meet, it's a meeting. The second time two people meet, it's a follow-up meeting. If you see each other a third time, that's the first date. And then the second date should happen relatively quickly to the first date. So my timeline for all this, at the very least, everything should happen within 1 week. The first meeting, the follow-up meeting within a week, the follow-up, the first date within a week, and the second date after that within a week. At the max, it should be a week. But Jonathan, we live 4 billion miles away and we can't do it the way you say. Here's the thing. Proximity creates continuity. Consistency creates continuity. Let me repeat that. Proximity creates continuity. Consistency builds continuity. But Jonathan, I'm told I should be dating 4 men at a time and I should just try to wait till the cream rises to the top and I can just go out with one person and one person and one person. By the way, if you're doing the duty dating and he's doing the duty dating, you know what happens is people don't build trust with one another because they're off just dating. They're on the high of the dating. Anyway, that's my perception anyway. Just a thought. Let's keep going. Power Cheese says, unfortunately, about a year ago, a young woman was unlived on her first date. She went to his house. They are still finding pieces of her body. Please be careful. Absolutely. I mean, again, we're meeting total strangers. I would say meet out in public the first couple times, do a background check, find out as much as you can about it. By the way, I stalk people's social media before I ever meet them on a date, or at least I do my best anyway. Hey, I don't want to have a fatal attraction thing happening. And believe me, I get a lot of women hitting on me from social media. I have no idea. I had a borderline woman come or just totally do a 180 on me the other day. 1 minute, she's like coming on to me strong. The next minute, she was just lambasting me. Believe me, there are unhinged people out in the dating marketplace, out just in the world. Okay, we have proximity builds continuity. Yes, that would be nice. Don't forget consistency builds continuity as well. Lena says, it's not a marketplace. I just call it that for shits and giggles. But you know what dating is? If you think about it, dating is like going to a gigantic swap meet. You're looking for this vintage set of clothes that is perfect. And you're going from one booth trying on some clothes to another booth that's trying on clothes to another booth that's trying on clothes. Quite frankly, I'm starting to think dating today is like a big, gigantic swap meet trying to find the right set of clothes. I know that doesn't sound very romantic and it doesn't sound very professional, but it's a clusterfuck out there. Dating is not for the faint of heart. It is the Hunger Games out there from an emotional level. And if you haven't done the inner work, as I described in the beginning of this broadcast, you might be setting yourself up for a disappointment, a disappointment, a disappointment. So yeah, I call it a marketplace, but it's like a big, gigantic swap meet or garage sale. And you're trying to find the right pair of clothes.